My continued thanks for all your support, patience and most of all understanding as we continue here at Kingsdown to steer our way through the many pieces of government guidance as the country entered a third national lockdown. I fully appreciate that this hasn't been easy for you either. Over the Christmas break, a series of significant pieces of legislation landed on our desks, every one of which had a massive implication for us as a school. They presented us with huge challenges. I remain indebted to the dedicated and talented team of professionals I have here at Kingsdown. So what have some of these challenges been, and how has Kingsdown responded in order to provide your child with a high quality education and high quality pastoral support, and each and every day? As you will know, we brought forward our digital strategy, and thank you for your support here. Last week saw every student in the school gain access to a Chromebook, and with it access to our live learning strategy for all, which will be in place from Monday the 25th of January. To support our programme of live learning, our teachers have massively upskilled themselves in order to deliver their lessons and respond to student questions and provide feedback, and all through Google Classrooms. You will know that on the last day of term in December, the government announced that schools would be responsible for planning, managing and running mass testing for all staff and students. A lengthy handbook was published and the kits arrived at Kingsdown on the 4th of January. All of this was processed by the team at Kingsdown, and from the 5th of January, mass testing began for our students on site and for all our staff. Again, on the last day of term, the government announced that schools must, quite rightly, stay open for children of critical workers and for vulnerable students. These students were identified on the 18th of December, and over the break we put in place all the communications needed to be able to welcome them back to school. We have been delighted to welcome over 50 students to our Kingsdown provision. Mass testing has taken place for them. Their levels of engagement in their learning have been truly exemplary. As a result of the government's announcement, another remote learning curriculum was needed. This was to support a staggered start to term 3. This remote curriculum was then halted when the Prime Minister announced a third lockdown last Tuesday. As an immediate result of this, Kingsdown moved to a whole school remote curriculum which included live lessons for Year 11. Curriculum booklets were issued to every student in Years 7 to 9. Live lessons will roll out for all students in every year group from Monday the 25th of January. The tutor and pastoral team have set up a daily remote tutor programme. Last week has seen close on 98% engagement rates from our students. This is hugely encouraging and means that our students have been ready to learn at 8:30 each and every day. They've been checking in with their tutors and beginning their usual timetable of remote lessons on time. I truly congratulate your children. They are showing exceptional levels of maturity in taking responsibility for their learning. Last week saw our first whole school assembly online, which saw over 700 students attending. We plan to run these on a weekly basis. By way of reviewing and ensuring that our students engage with their live lessons and follow their daily timetables, we will be reviewing levels of engagement each and every lesson. Our tutors, teachers, pastoral and inclusion teams will be rewarding high levels of engagement, as well as intervening very promptly with students and then yourselves if and when we see a lack of engagement. And if all of these changes weren't enough, we learned late last week of the further and significant government announcement regarding the cancellation of GCSEs and the use of teacher assessments. This announcement was not unexpected. That said, we are reflecting upon this announcement and what it will mean for our students in Year 11 and how we can best capture accurate centre assessed grades. We will be communicating with our Year 11 students and parents in the next few weeks. Thank you for taking the time to listen. The point of this video is to share with you an overview of the challenges that we have and we are facing at Kingsdown, and to reassure you that we have a sustainable plan in place. The education of your child is our priority, and this will not be compromised. We are all in this together. There is light at the end of the tunnel. It's going to take a bit of time, but there is definitely hope on the horizon. I will be in touch again, and please can I ask that you do read our 20 clicks, which is full of so many key messages. In the meantime, I send my very best wishes, as always, to you and your families. And if there is anything that you need at any time, please do not hesitate to get in touch. Take great care.